Let's talk about the game that has become almost a legend itself, Hollow Knight Silksong. The anticipation is just off the charts. So today, we're going to try and unravel the threads of what we actually know. We're going to piece together the story of this brand new adventure using everything we've seen in trailers and heard from the developers. And yeah, that's not just hype. This quote really nails the feeling around this game. So what's the big deal? Why is everyone so desperate to play this? Well, it all starts with a familiar face, a fan favorite, taking the spotlight in a completely new way.
And this right here, this is the fundamental shift. Think about it. We went from playing as the knight, this silent, empty vessel with a preordained epic purpose, to Hornet. We know her, we fought her, but now she has a voice. She has a personality, a history, and this time the fight is deeply personal. This isn't just a new kingdom to explore, it's a whole new lens to see the world through.
So, how does this grand new adventure for Hornet even start? Well, if you remember the first game's quiet, almost somber descent into Hallownest, yeah, you can throw that right out the window. Her story kicks off with a bang. There's no mystery about it. Right from the get-go, Hornet is captured. She's violently stolen from her home. This immediately sets a more aggressive, more urgent tone for the entire game. She isn't just some wanderer discovering a lost kingdom. She's a prisoner, reacting, fighting back from the absolute first moment. Let's just break down this sequence, because it's wild. She's grabbed by these mysterious figures, locked in a cage and carted off to a totally unknown land called Pharloom. But that last step, unleashed, that's the key. She doesn't get rescued, she breaks herself out. Her very first move in this new world is an act of pure defiance. That tells you everything you need to know about her.
Okay, so where in the world is Pharloom? This new kingdom she's been dragged to is, well, it's about as different from Hallownest as you can get.
Let's just quickly remember Hallownest. It was hauntingly beautiful, sure, but it was basically a graveyard. A kingdom of ghosts and echoes, filled with mindless husks driven mad by a plague. It was a world completely defined by its own tragic, dead past. Pharloom, on the other hand, is described as a kingdom ruled by silk and song. This place isn't dead. It's vibrant, it's active, it's alive. The name alone makes you think of intricate beauty and culture, a world away from the cold stone and deep darkness we're so used to. And this is what makes it feel so different. We're not just going to be fighting corrupted bugs anymore. We're talking bustling towns, living societies with their own customs, and brand new foes that are sophisticated, not mindless. This world has its own thing going on right now, not just in some history books. But just because a world is alive doesn't mean it's safe. Oh no, Pharloom is caught in the grip of its own unique and pretty terrifying problem, a new kind of threat that's twisting the entire kingdom.
And here we have it, the central mystery of the game. Something is forcing all the bugs in his kingdom into a massive pilgrimage. They're all being drawn almost magnetically to a shining citadel at the very top of the world. But why? Is this some kind of holy calling, or is it something way, way more sinister?
The answer, it seems, is something called the haunting. And just think about that name. It's not a mindless infection, it's a melody. A song that literally wraps its victims in silk, hijacks their free will, and forces them to climb. The very things that define the kingdom, its silk and its song, have been twisted into this awful weapon of control. And that is the huge difference between the threats in these two games. The infection in Hallownest was like a plague of pure rage. It just destroyed thought. The haunting, though, it's so much more insidious. It doesn't just destroy you, it directs you. It's a targeted, will-binding force that basically turns the whole kingdom into puppets. So you have to ask, where does Hornet fit into all this? Why was she brought here? Well, it turns out her own complicated, unique family history might just be the key to solving everything. I mean, just look at who Hornet is. Her entire existence is a mix of total opposites. She's part weaver, the masters of silk. She's part higher being, connected to the divine rulers. She's the daughter of a king and the daughter of a beast. Seriously, who could possibly be better suited to take on a mystery made of silk and song than the one character who is born from both? And that's what makes her journey so incredible to think about. Her climb to the top of Pharloom isn't just about getting answers. It's a full-blown rebellion.
In a kingdom where a song is stealing everyone's free will, Hornet's fight to the peak is a battle to take back her own freedom and maybe, just maybe, free everyone else too.
You know, this completely flips the script on her. Hornet has always been the hunter, the powerful guardian, the one in control. But here in Pharloom, she's an outsider, she's a target. The hunter has become the hunted. When you boil it all down, this seems to be what Silksong is really about. It's the story of a hero who isn't a blank slate. She's not a silent vessel. She's a real character with a past and a voice, and she is choosing to forge her own destiny in a world that's been consumed by another kind of divine madness. Which leaves us with the one ultimate question. She's the one person perfectly equipped to face this threat, but that also means she might be uniquely vulnerable to it. Her whole journey is about unraveling this deadly threat of control. The only question is, will she succeed, or will she too become just another voice in this kingdom's haunting, fatal song?